What two video games would make a great game combined? Hunt, Showdown and Skyrim. I can totally imagine a colonial fantastic game with amazing gunplay where your proficiency with your weapon actually means something while being on an open-world map. Sid Meier's Pirates remade in the Assassin's Creed Black Flag engine. Hotline Miami and Viscera cleanup detail. You just play as a janitor in 80s Miami who has to clean up a bunch of brutal murder scenes. EU4 campaign and Total War battles. Edit. Yes, I understand that having 10K less than TW-style battles would literally make your computer a nuclear reactor and until a quantum dark antimatter computer becomes a normal thing. That's why it hasn't been done yet or possible, but this is only a dream and a great concept for the future. Dead Space and No Man's Sky. Car Mechanic Simulator and Need for Speed. Always wanted a game where you can actually build your own car and drive it afterwards. Edit. I get it. My summer car is similar to that idea. But I don't want a game where I have to eat bratwurst and drink beer. And have to clean the toilet after peeing. Star Wars Battlefront plus Red Dead Redemption. I can't believe they've only recently announced working on an open-world SW game. Portal 2 and Superliminal. The mechanics in each game combined would make it so much fun. Edit. I also think the Standard Orientation Protocol and GLaDOS would make an interesting AI duo for this game. Civilization and Stellaris. Imagine playing for 4,000 hours just to get to endgame. Battlefield. Or Arma 3. And Company of Heroes. One player is the general, playing a typical RTS. But each of his units are actually players in an FPS. When he issues a move command, those players have a waypoint appear on their screen. If a player wants grenades in their loadout, they send a request to the general player to unlock grenades in the tech tree. It has huge potential to be amazing. And huge potential to be shit. Would be a fun experiment either way. Titanfall and No Man's Sky. Just using a giant flame mech to fight a giant laser dinosaur just would be so cool. Sims and Cities Skylines. A management, city builder game where you could zoom into any citizen and manage their life. Sims and GTA. Like having the family and generation aspects of Sims whilst also having the murder, sex and crime of GTA with optional missions. Satisfactory and Stardew Valley. I always wished the unmodded Stardew game allowed me to automate everything. And Satisfactory could use a little story. Half-Life and Portal. The game will just be called 3. Fallout and Deus Ex. I love Fallout, but I want more stealth and body augmentation. Okay, I just want Jensen's arm blades and takedowns. And #X200B. Alternatively, Fallout with anything stable and crash and bug-free. Oh. Pokémon and Breath of the Wild. I don't know if it would be better with a trainer as the player character or a Pokémon as the character you play as. But just imagine a massive open world where you could stumble across all the Pokémon and just attack on command. No turn-based, slow-paced combat. And you can collect all types of items to boost stats and concoct potions and antidotes and all that. I can't describe my whole vision because there's just so much that could be done with a game like that. But just imagine it. Team Fortress 2 and Left 4 Dead. This could actually be a thing since Valve owns both IPs. Age of Empires and Skyrim. You get to pick your faction. Nord, Imperial, Dunmer, etc. Build a city-state and go to war with other factions, but you also get to take control of a character and participate in the battles. Edit. A lot of games recommended that I need to check out, and I wanted to say thanks to everyone that did. Gives me some titles to check out that I've missed over the years. I think the cool thing about an Elder Scrolls AoE game would be the Elder Scrolls universe mainly. The idea works with a lot of franchises though. Maybe I just really miss AoE, haha. Sea of Thieves and Assassin's Creed, Black Flag, Untitled Goose Game and Bloodborne. Super Grand Theft Mario. Mirrors Edge's movement with Jedi Academy's combat. Kinda like Fallen Order. Just more dynamic and fast-paced rather than the more timing-based combat of Fallen Order. Terraria and Minecraft. 3D. While still having all the progression of Terraria. And the complexity of Minecraft. Also grappling hooks. Total War and Civilization. Might not work for multiplayer. But as a single-player marathon it would be beyond epic to battle throughout the eras. Sims 4 and Sims 3. Sims 4 graphics, lack of not waiting so long to load plus Sims 3 gameplay and open world equals hopefully. Sims 5? Cities Skylines and Grand Theft Auto. I've always loved the idea of pouring a ton of work into a beautiful city and then ruining it with a violent crime spree and tons of drugs. Jedi Fallen Order and No Man's Sky. Pokémon and Skyrim. The combat and boss battles of Dark Souls with the huge open world of Skyrim. Halo and Portal. On paper this seems stupid, but it was actually made. The game is called Splitgate and it's free. Animal Crossing and Amnesia. I somehow want a Luigi's Mansion X BioShock combination, IDKY. Super Mario and Doom. Rise. Son of Rome and Kingdom Come. Deliverance. This would basically be my holy grail of gaming. A Roman-style themed open-world RPG with a very heavy focus on realism. A very fleshed-out combat system. Think the exact opposite of button mashing. Ad Ivupita. I would never play anything else again. The Witcher 3 and Ghost of Tsushima. The Witcher 3's gameplay is phenomenal. However, I thought the sword combat could be improved, and then I saw Ghost of Tsushima being ridiculously realistic and that most games could at least use those types of mechanics. The Witcher 3's open world and story is just so big and so much to do in with several different outcomes. The magic is well done as well as the potions. Healing items. Skills and enemies are all the more incredible. Ghost of Tsushima's graphics and scenery were one of the greatest I have seen, and felt that if it gets added to The Witcher 3 along with its own sword fighting mechanics,